Hi guys, and welcome to this week's weekly review. Thanks so much for joining me. How are you all doing? I hope you all had a great weekend and a great week. I know it's a bit late, so let me apologize for that. As I said, things have been a bit hectic, so bear with me, right, guys? Anyways, nonetheless, here's the weekly review. So let's just jump right in. This week, we focused on getting started with making true changes and small shifts. As Mr. Dean Graziosi always says, change doesn't come from making a huge change. It comes with the little shifts, guys. The small little things that you would do. That's what will make that change, and that is what will decide whether or not that change will stick. If you take your time and you go through it little by little, then it would be more likely to stick than if you try to rush it down, right? The entire week was dedicated to this, guys. And to be more specific, making simple changes, not holistically in life. Because, I don't want to get you all too confused right now. So, we focused basically on simple changes in our morning schedule. Isn't it amazing how hectic and busy our morning really is? But here's the thing, guys. Within all that hecticness and chaos which we go through each morning, there is at least 15 minutes for you to find and do something that will brighten up your morning a bit. So that's basically what we focused on this week. And the first thing we did was to examine our morning routines. I asked for you all to go through this process for a couple days and monitor your mornings and see where that switch could be made. I know that some of you did it, and I'm really happy to hear that. But those of you who weren't able to get it done, I really do recommend that you get it done, right? So anyways, we went through the morning routines and we found that space which we could get 15 minutes at least for ourselves to do something that would brighten up our mornings instead of making it hectic and busy. Even though it would still remain busy, but we would be able to face it in a more positive manner, right? So now, guys, the change, it didn't have to be something big. It just had to be something that would change your mood. It could have been something like a song, listening to music, maybe praying a bit, or even doing some exercise, just enjoying your cup of coffee while looking out into the beautiful morning. Simple things that would up the positivity within you so that you could take on what the day would bring. After finding this thing, guys, which we could switch up, I'm saying switch up and not change because I don't really want to say change because that would say that we are completely changing it. I don't want you to completely change anything. It is a simple switch for a couple of minutes. Understand that, guys? We're not going to say, well, okay, my morning routine has to change and I am going to change the entire thing. No, that's not how we're doing it, right? So understand that, guys. So after finding this thing, which we could switch up, we focused on something called creating push. So, what is creating a push? A push is something which keeps you going when you feel like you're down and out and there's no way to go. And all you can think about is, well, maybe I should just give up or give in to self doubt and imposter syndrome and all these things. But, guys, the push is what will keep you going in times like these, right? So we focused on this in two ways. The first one was to set an alarm and name it whatever you're switching for. So whatever activity you were switching to, that's what the alarm name would be. And remember to set it for the exact time which you are scheduling your switch for, or maybe 2 minutes before, so that it would keep you on your heels to know that, right, I have got to do this, right? Trust me, guys, that does help a lot. And the other way in which we created that push was to share your new journey with someone trustworthy, not someone that would ridicule you and tell you, well, you're doing stupidness, or it makes no sense what you're doing, or anything negative like that, right? We went through the creation of support groups and all those things. Go check it out in those posts if you missed them. So basically, you're going to the support group that you have, or anyone trustworthy that you know, like a friend or sibling, whoever you can place your trust in. And you're going to let them know that, hey, I'm doing this thing and it's really for trying to make a better change in life. And I would really appreciate it if you would check in on me every week or so. Now, the time is non-debatable, as I said in my post. It must be no less than a week, right? And no more as well, guys. It could be less, I suppose, but not no more, because it might defeat your purpose, and it depends on your progress, right? So let's just go with the week. So you're gonna ask them to check up on you and ask you what your progress is. Trust me, guys, this one really does work. And without this one, I am honest to God telling you, without this one and my best friend giving me this push, I would not have been able to complete my book, Ways of Dealing with Stress, because I dropped the ball a couple of times, and as soon as I dropped that ball, it's because she would send me a text message. So how is your book coming? And I wouldn't know what to tell her because I dropped the ball, right? So then I would get up and get working again. And this is exactly what this particular push is going to do for you all. Because, guys, after initiating this and asking somebody to check on you, it is only human of us, or part of us, that we would naturally want to have something good to say when this person comes to check up on us, right? So We wouldn't want for this person to come check in on us and then we're like, yeah, well, I kind of didn't do anything yet, and this kind of way. So we would naturally want to have something to say for them to say, well, okay, cool, you're making progress, right? So that one is really important as well. So do that, okay? The last thing, and always the most important thing, is like a golden nugget, I would have to say, since finding it, is finding your why for this switch. I have exaggerated and stressed on the topic of finding your why so much that I think I can say without a doubt that you guys should really know how important this is by now, right? As I said, finding your why is like your foundation. And without a proper foundation, guys, nothing can stand strong, right? So, in everything that you decide to do, which I have been doing, try to always find your why. I mean, it might be silly advice to some people, but I would like for you to take my silly advice and try to implement this finding your why in everything important to you guys. Because trust me, I am speaking from experience. It really does help you, and it is like one of the most powerful things that you could ever find. As I said, it's like a golden nugget, right? So, guys, try and find your why in everything, especially this switch situation. Make sure that you go through it. If you have forgotten or you've never done the why, as I said in the post, go back into the posts, the previous posts, or the images, and you'll find the worksheet for finding your why. Go through it and do it, and you will find a change which you never even phantom or dreamt of, right? It will always strengthen your resolve, guys, and make your motive and strength overall that much more unbreakable. So, whenever you feel like just giving up and you feel like there's no way to turn to and there's nowhere to carry on to, this is the thing, guys, that will keep you committed to this switch and committed to you, a better and a new and improved you. So, guys, that's it for this week. I know it was a bit short, but as they say, short and sweet, right? So, I really hope you all had a wonderful weekend. Again, sorry for the late posting. And I hope that you all will have a great week ahead. And look out for more from Mom's Corner next week. Remember to, as always, follow, like, share on various social media platforms. It really is appreciated. And as always, I appreciate your love and your support. So guys, thanks so much again for joining me and for watching this video. It really means a lot. So, hope you all have a great day. Hope you all have a great week ahead. And as always, say it with me, guys. Seize the positivity in every situation. Bye.